Hello, 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 my friends. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be streaming. We are back once again on a Wednesday afternoon, kicking off another episode of Lancer Breaking Ground. Continuing where we last left off, having seen our fantastic and brave pilots hold off a Blackguard invasion. We now find them in a point of resting and recuperation, just a little bit of R&R. So, we're going to go ahead and say hello to our players, do the thing, and get going. Hello, hello, hello. And everybody, hope you're all doing swell and dandy. Scene? What about scene? What? Something wrong with the scene? What? Anyways, so we are here, back with Lancer once again. Going to be continuing our adventures. Today. Episode 9 of Lancer Breaking Ground, titled Repairs. and Repercussions. I completely threw myself off because I was thinking about the scene thing. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and say hello to our players and then introduce themselves, as we have previous episodes. And yeah, we're gonna have a heyday of an adventure today, or something like that. Anyways, hello, my friends. Good to have you back. Hope you're all swelling. Don't everyone... Oh, because it didn't actually do the thing. Okay. There we go. Hello!
It is. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, greetings. Doing swell and dandy on this fine Wednesday evening. We're back with more Lancer. Hope you guys are ready for more combat immediately. No repair time. Just gonna straight on into it. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Wild.
Yep.
All right, see you next campaign. That was fun.
What do you mean? Just use the salvo core. Duh.
Oh yeah, the salvo core that I probably didn't refurbish or whatever.
Full repair does that.
Yeah, I gave you
Yes,
guys a full repair. You would have your core
Oh, okay.
abilities again. But yeah, that's not important. Real quick, we're gonna go over introduce yourselves, who you're playing, and yeah, I can't think of a third thing off the top of my head. So we're gonna, I don't know, do a random fun fact. It could be a fun fact about whatever. So going down the line, Dragon, please introduce yourself, who you're playing, and a random fun fact.
Hey, hello. I am Tested, also tested over on Twitch. I do variety casting over there. Lately, a lot of shooters. So many goddamn shooters. It's been a whole mood recently. I am playing Derek Giles. I am slow as hell. To make up for that, I have put a singular agility point into the mech on the last level up. Just one as a treat.
But no,
and random.
this does not boost your speed yet.
No, it doesn't.
Did we,
And you know what? I'm almost tempted to leave it that way just to spite you. And random fun fact, the Xbox 360 is 20 years old this month. You're welcome.
Well, all right. Well, Giles dies. Fucking
How dare you make me feel older?
right, fucking piece of shit. Also, yes, guys, I don't. You might have stepped away when I said it yesterday on stream when you popped in. Yes, we did have a license level up.
How dare you remind me I'm old?
I guess I'll just quickly do that then.
Yep. I mean, so none of them will take effect until you get back to base, because none of you can properly refurbish your stuff until then.
Yeah, that's fine. Still wanna
Yes, make sure it is done.
just jot it down. Yeah.
Studio Kaiser, hey! Please introduce yourself, who
Hi.
you're playing, and random fun fact.
Hi, I'm Sarcastic Kaiser. I'm playing Gregor Dullahan, the quote-unquote hacker of the group. Yep. And a fun fact.
Don't think too hard on it.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything.
Random British fact, then.
You are like I know much about my own country.
Right. That's like saying, hey, random American fact now. Okay, there's now a billion options. Anyways. Links. Introduce yourself, who you are, and give us a random fun fact. Or don't.
Hello, I am Lynx. I am playing as Sophendrand. I reload a lot and I shoot a lot. And I guess a random fun fact, did you know there was something before the Aqua Gym called the Gym Sloop? It is completely awful.
I don't even know what the fuck that was, but alright.
You just said words.
Maury, please introduce yourself, who you're playing, give us a random fun fact.
Hi, I'm Maury Hellcat. I stream on Twitch sometimes. I'm playing Nima. I shoot Rocket. And I was 6 years old whenever the 360 came out.
I mean, that's actually not horrible.
Okay.
I mean, that means you're like 26 now. I mean, that's not crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I was attempting to make you feel older.
Nah, you're not that much younger than me. That's fine.
Oh.
And then last but certainly not least, the oldest fucker in the room, Sig!
You shut the fuck up, Sig.
Sig, tell us
Listen,
who you are.
just
You
because
play
I was born in the 80s.
and a fun fact.
What?
Oh.
At least the guy who saw the Atari release.
I've seen a lot. So
Man,
I'm Sig. I'm playing Wolf. I am Speed. Because they finally got my license cleaned up. All that Horus gunk just kind of goes away. And fun fact. Hey, he's
Fun
weird.
fact. The microphone. Yeah, sometimes we all are. It's fine.
Is that I mean, I guess it's a fun fact, but that's like common knowledge,
yeah.
though.
It
Water
is
is
a
not
fact.
wet. Water is not wet. It makes things wet.
I mean, it is a fact and it is fun. So I mean,
Yeah. All right.
It's crazy to think
criteria.
that Sig saw the Reagan administration.
I love.
Yeah, from my crib.
I love
From
that.
the crib.
Dragon's like, man, the Xbox is 20 years old. And I'm like, oh wow. And then Sig's like, the Atari had come out.
Listen, I was playing with the ColecoVision, okay? My parents had a Commodore 64.
Hey, that's pretty good.
You ever play on those little game pads where it's just 2 buttons and a stick and you plug it into the TV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a whole ass container. I had to like blow in the cartridge and put it in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did too. We all learned later that's horrible for your thing. Like that doesn't do anything except get moisture in it.
I had the Nintendo light gun for the first Nintendo.
I had the
Nintendo light
Super
guns
Scope.
for Duck Hunt.
I had a
I
power
had the
glove.
Super Nintendo Super Scope.
Okay, see, like my family had a lot of old stuff laying around, but even we didn't have the Power Glove.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely had a Super Nintendo. Well, my family had a Super Nintendo 64 and all that shit. Like, fucking old.
I was old enough. My cousins had a copy of Super Street Fighter 2.
Mm.
I was whooping their asses so bad. Fucking one of them threw the controller at my forehead.
That's why you're stupid. Anyways.
No, it just made me better. I'll whoop your ass.
That's why self-preservation went out the
Anyways.
window.
All right, let's go ahead and get on into Lancer Breaking Ground, Episode 9, Repairs and Repercussions. Last time we saw our fantastic Lancers. They were fighting for the lives of the Resistance members and quite successfully holding the line against Blackguard forces, having quailed the veritable legion of chaff and small arms, and then pushing back the leader going by the name of Dreadnought of the Void. They find themselves getting a little bit of actual rest for once. Heroes in the eyes of the Resistance members, Mason, Stanford, Urata, Stone, and many others that give them congratulations. And throughout the night, each party member had gone through and done a little tidbit here and there. After which, in the morning, having gotten finally connection back to Fort Daylight, our Lancers hear and see finally the results of the mission against the Harrison Armory mega drill that they had chosen not to take the mission of, and instead sent a hired group of Spec Ops units the aftermath leaving a large crater from the explosion of the repurposed terraforming machine. And in this crater revealed a strange scarring of the planet. Beneath the dirt and stone and blasted area laid sleek metal, streaks of green crossing to and fro on occasion, and on its edges, on occasion, simple movement, forming and shaping of creatures. I've been informed that a research team who had been sent in was utterly annihilated. Our Lancers are now waiting for further orders from Officer Pohl and potentially CNH and the corporate higher-ups as a whole. But before we continue that storyline, real quick, since it was unfortunately a missed opportunity, Gregor Dolahan.
I'm being singled out.
It is night, and many of the parties and celebrations have died down. Only simple guards find themselves wandering around, keeping a patrol to make sure that no blackguard or potentially GMS agents sneak in or begin an assault while everyone rests. Outside of them, as you wander the base, unable to rest, you occasionally see still a mourning widow or family, those leaning over their wounded or dead loved one. Your usual comfortable nights have been recently rather haunting. The restfulness you used to find so commonly amongst your fellow pilots has faded. Instead, your nights have been filled with a voice, distant, you can't quite hear. An image, blurry, but still fills your eyelids as you close them in the night. And every time you step within your machine as you fight, you feel something is there, reaching out to you, wanting to communicate. You find yourself wandering the streets of Hamura Colony. It's blasted buildings and destroyed roadways. A reminder of, well, home. The old research center that crawled out of your early memories of flames and rubble, bodies of those that you barely knew incinerated around you. Then that itch in the back of your head. Once again, this thing reaches out to you. Would you like to listen? Or are you going to attempt to ignore it?
Hmm. Don't want to accept a mysterious call from a mysterious stranger out in the middle of the night. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's have a little listen. Why not?
All right. You pause and find a nearby bench and sit. And takes a little bit of focus to finally catch, and you close your eyes to relax. You see streaking across your mind in your memories small bits of code, green ones and zeros streak by your eyes. The city, as you look around, is covered in numbers, symbols, a voice unheard but yet so very familiar. We see you. We hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
I just kind of like have a look around, see if there's anyone nearby-ish, and then
There's a older gentleman walking. He passes by about. He's a couple streets down. The only reason you really see him because of the flashlight on his rifle. Nowhere close enough to listen in.
right. Yeah, I hear whoever this is. Yeah.
Good. Finally, we've gotten through. It's nice to have someone who can truly hear us. Someone who can understand what we mean. Someone willing to sit down, listen. We know you. We understand you. What you are, who you were. What we can be together. We are beneath you. We want you. Find us. Come to us. Let us embrace. We will let you in. Only you. Do you understand? Do you know where we are? We'll show you. Your leaders, they seek us. We'll show them.
Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of fucking Necron bullshittery going on down here.
I'm already planning the contingency plan.
Do we?
Yeah, I got a inkling of where you are. Somewhere down below, if I had to guess, with that tunnel I saw earlier.
Yes, you saw us. We shook hands. We are with you. Let us stay. We can help you. If you need us, we can change things, shift things. The flow. Reality. We can help you. We can fix you. Hold out your hand. Let us embrace you.
You know what? Gregor would if he doesn't have one already, he'd probably light up a new cig and then while taking a puff, hold out his other hand. It's like, well, my life's got a whole bunch of random shit in it already. What's another thing?
You hold out your hand. As you do, the code that you see around flickers, shifts. It jolts, stops, and then rushes around you. Begins to stack and build and form in front of you. The form it takes is human. It's Tall, slender, sleek, strong yet meek. It smiles down at you. It reaches out a hand and simply snuffs out your cigarette. There is no need to stop us. There is no need to prevent the change. It grips your other hand, and as it does, you can feel it crawl up your arm. The code shifts and coats your skin. Your hand and your forearm come apart. They drip like sand from your bones. Forms a pool on the ground. Sleek, silver, gray. You blink. It's gone. Your hand still attached. Your arm is fine. But you can see the palm of your hand is no longer flesh. A swirling of silver black metal coats the palm of your hand. It feels normal, yet it also feels alien.
I give it a couple of looks over, maybe a little prod here or there, see if it like still feels as responsive as like, it as a palm should, I guess. Yeah.
You touch your hand, press it against the bench, maybe prod it with a rock here or there, and it feels normal. It's responsive, as if it was your own skin. Do you, like, attempt to put force on it, or are you just touching it? Like, are you attempting to puncture it?
Just mostly just feeling it, yeah. Nothing too, like, forceful, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it feels like skin. It compresses like skin as you press it. But it is, as far as you can tell, metal. That you looking around, the code you saw isn't there anymore. It is simply the dark gray streets, occasional fires off in the distance flickering and lengthening the shadows along the roads and rubble. Occasionally still hear the shout of rescue crews digging through shattered buildings and broken homes. You return to the base and down to the barracks where your companions rest, sleeping easy. The heavy snoring of Wolf, covered in silly children's doodles, nails painted a plethora of colors. Nima in a night-drunken stupor. Both Sulfin and Giles lay almost motionless. They look exhausted. You find no rest tonight. You simply sit. Morning comes, and so does a call. Officer Poole informs all of you that of a job well done. In the back of your head, Gregor, you hear, "This is it. Showed them. They know. Find us. Go there." In the midst of Pole's debriefing, he pulls up satellite images of the blast zone of the destroyed terraforming machine turned super drill. You can see the metal underlying metal of beneath the rock in the bottom of the crater, the green streaks across it. We are there. Come to us.
I assume we're still in this like debriefing or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, not debriefing. Yeah. I don't know. Don't suppose you got a job for us over there, or we just kind of wait and see what happens.
Paul informs you that the research team they had sent out was annihilated by creatures spawning from the surface of the metal. The satellite imaging above the blast crater, well, the satellite above the blast crater was unfortunately lost. Unsure who took it down, but they can only assume that Harrison Armory is trying to keep something under wraps if they were digging for such a thing. So they have an assignment for the lot of you upon return and after a bit of R&R as they get things set up. You're going to be escorting the next research group yourselves in an attempt to finally get information about what's going on and if there's something that needs to be done about this new discovery beneath Tumbuska Prime. As if you awaken from your stupors as you did before, Nima, you are having the worst hangover you've ever had. Wolf, you awaken your decently painted nails, oh so rainbow and colorful. Guy,
I'm keeping these.
Kyle Sullivan, your bodies are strained. The hard work you two did and your different tasks have left you a little tired, but still kicking. Still, you know, you're. It's been it was a hard workout, basically.
As was expected.
Hard work makes you feel better the next day, somewhat. Still sore though.
So you guys are given the debrief and orders to return to base. You will be given a bit of R&R to recuperate and get repairs and adjustments to your machines. And once things have been figured out with the base and what the next plan is, you'll be called upon for service and duty as your contract is required. Is there anything y'all would like to do here with the resistance before you leave?
Not particularly. All I would really think is go look for Hard Case and make sure he's still in one piece.
If I remember quickly, last time someone did attempt to do that, and this hasn't been seen. Last he was seen was with a beautiful young lady. He's probably tired.
Most definitely.
He had a busy night.
I believe I had tried, and that's all I could figure out. But
Mhm.
that's fine.
Nibe, were you gonna say something?
Like one of two things. Wanna ask people around, hey, do you got a hangover cure or anything?
um,
Maybe a combat stem?
you do know that there are multiple um pills and injections and things that could help with hangovers and intoxication and such. Um, Asking around, someone does dig up a it's essentially a civilianized combat stim diluted for more casual use that will ease your hangover.
Oh, thank God. He really saved a life. Not mine.
Yeah, no problem. Trust me. I take it when I want to get caught drinking when I'm supposed to be working. I get it.
I just like I flick my nose like I'm not gonna tell.
Yeah, he nods and turns back to continue welding some slab of metal to the wall. You have no idea what he's doing.
Oh, like he's drunk, so he's like, I'm pretending to be working or something. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry. You're not gonna get in trouble for the alcohol. You're gonna get in trouble for whatever you're doing.
That or generic NPC can avoid something to.
No, I'll take something to wall.
My wall is being welded over and over is unsure, but it's being done.
That is one welded wall.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. As you each load up into your individual machines, prep to head out. You begin ascending loading ramps of the underground base, and as you come up and over a quite interesting sight beholds you. A bunch of people are gathered along the street. Down the middle of the road, you can see a vehicle coming forward. It's sleek, black. It is surrounded by 4 heavy-duty combat drones flying overhead. And in the back, behind it, through trees and brush, you can see cresting tops of the forest large ship. Its colors a mix of yellows and whites, similar to a lot of the infrastructure of Luminous landing pad station city surrounding. A couple of people raise arms and weapons towards the vehicle before the vehicle comes to a stop, and stepping out is Mr. Jabir Indish. Puts up his hand. People, please, relax. We are here as friends. E&H, here to negotiate terms. Behind him, the back door is open, and 2 more people in suits step out, though much fancier. truly a gala in and of themselves each. Both dark skinned, fairly tall. The one on the dressed in a long, flowing, uh, like turquoise green suit, cape flipped over one shoulder that trails behind just ever so slightly. You see as it touches the ground, and the person down and scoops it up quickly before it can get too dirty. The other side is someone much more average suit, black, clean tie, slick pants, slick shirt. Though the augments across their face are gilded, gold, different shimmering colors. See from their nose, it seems to be some sort of I guess pipe tubing loops back over their neck, and see a small canister on their hip where it's plugged into. Take a deep breath, and when they breathe out, a small puff of purplish pink mist releases. The Jabir calms each of your machines personally. Seems some of the corporate heads, having heard about your endeavors of taking interest in, well, your interests. We are going to be taking a little bit more of a hands-on approach with these negotiations, it seems. Not to worry, I will be speaking for most of the part, but, well, some of them wanted a in-person view of tragedy. Suits.
This isn't a tourist attraction, and I hope they realize that.
As you say that, the drones each, with a little like microphone squeak, begin blaring, anthem, and begin hovering forward as the corporate delegates walk forward, and you see Mason step out and shake their hand. A quick glance to your machines as you guys walk by, and you see him escort them inside, probably to have a very uncomfortable one-sided conversation about what they will be getting from the corporate entities of CNH. Jabir notates pings for you guys on the map. Not though it's not hard to see. There is a landing ship that will take you back to Port Daylight. With the recent pullback of Blackguard troops in this area, they were finally able to get actual flight pathings and potential orbital presence over this part of Tumbuska, the jungles below.
This ain't gonna be another week-long walk back or anything.
Doesn't
Should
seem
be
like
nice.
it.
Yeah, it should be a nice little cruise on the way back.
Don't go jinxing it.
Why did you have to put that evil out there?
I'm
something
with
is
Wolf.
definitely going to happen.
I'm with Wolf on this one. You do not put that juju on us.
It's fine. Any bad juju that's around us is probably gonna be stuck here dealing with all that corporate shit.
marking these words for later. It's just like put it in whatever holo device I have, like some random notepad, just literally quote.
Is
It's
is
like, well,
voodoo different than juju,
it-
or is it a step up from juju?
I don't know. I'm not an expert in either one. I assume it's under the same relative category.
I have no idea. But either way, we don't need it.
Well, Gregor, stay away from me, otherwise you're gonna. I don't want your voodoo juju bullshit.
We don't need your black magics, your evil sorceries.
Yeah, so. And finally spotting the landing ship. You're welcomed aboard by engineering crew as they begin strapping down your machines and whatnot. And for those of you who've been inside of a dropship and what, this is far beyond average. The equipment inside of here is advanced. Hell, most humans would even call it almost alien. High tech, sleek, efficient. As your machines each load in, each one is scanned, you can see holographic representations of parts that are missing or damaged or blasted. One begins its own individual repairs, mechanical AI arms, going about stripping metals, repurposing machinery. Those of you who had license changes, things of the such, you see the materials and changes you made already visible, being reconstructed as you step towards seating, which in and of itself, as you go into a cabin for seating and this is quite obviously someone's so this is definitely corporate. This is barely a military dropship. It is designed for comfort. The seating around you is lavish, spacious. Seat has its own personal mini printer for food and drink. It is way more than the average person would ever need on one of these flights, let alone a member of an actual military incursion.
Well, this is just a waste of money.
I was with at least luxury we get to ride in it.
Yeah, it's not our money that's being wasted or anything. So I mean, yeah, not too bad from the boss man himself.
Take it while we got it.
Please, have a seat. Find yourself some comfort. Enjoy whatever meals you might need or desire on your flight home. Welcome aboard. Just a voice over the intercom. Sounds rather mechanical. As you each find your seats and launch procedures begin and take off, the viewports out the side are wide and give you a very good view of forest and jungles around you. The view is beautiful as it begins to lift up off the ground. Is anyone actually bothering to look outside? What are each of you doing?
I think I would probably be making sure our mechs are well taken care of and such on our trip.
Mm-hmm. You find there's very little for you to do.
Of course.
The machines on this vessel are working away quickly, efficiently, far beyond any skills of a human.
Not sure if I should be proud or insulted that I feel it replaced.
What are the rest of you doing?
You could just relax.
And I'm just gonna take the opportunity to just find whatever exercise equipment there is and just more exercise.
There is no exercise equipment on the ship.
Damn corpos.
So you think corpos are gonna fucking have that kind of shit?
I would at least hope the maintenance crew would have something.
You haven't seen crew. Outside of the few that loaded your machines on, there's been no one else.
Yeah, sure, I'll enjoy the view. Why not? Beats looking at a fucking room that's far more expensive than everything ever.
Nima, you doing anything?
I don't know.
Enjoying more booze? You can print whatever you want.
Gooning it in the Mac.
Hmm?
Never mind.
I mean,
I can print whatever I want.
like, it'll print whatever food and whatnot, yes.
Oh.
500 cigarettes.
Could I is it like one of those Orville fucking 3D printers? Like it'll just say a thing. I can't like manually input a recipe or something? Or what?
You can print whatever.
Okay. I'm going into the thing and printing out my grandma's recipe for ooey gooey coffee cake.
Okay. It prints. Almost
yeah.
to perfection.
It's missing one key ingredient, though. Grandma's love.
Brew.
Depends, it's like a little pouch afterwards. It just says grandma's love on it.
It's just a pouch full of nothing.
It's literally just nothing at all, but it just opens and turns upside down. It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
Wolf, are you doing
They
anything?
brought grandma here.
Printing the spiciest meat snacks you can get.
Okay. Yeah, you hit print and then you hit print again. You hit print again and print again.
Basically, you're testing the machine on how much it will give you.
Correct.
It prints 24 sticks of meat before it stops you and informs you that you are to finish eating the allotted meals before it will print more.
You don't tell me what to do, machine. You just poke at it more.
Finally, Gregory, you stare at the window, the view of the sun scorching the horizon over the trees and whatnot is beautiful. It's honestly like desktop background perfect.
Your follow is
Hell
much
yeah.
appreciated.
Though something just barely catches your eyes amongst the trees, tucked into the woods. A breaking of colors, vibrant orange, blues, yellows, sprawled in almost a feather-like demeanor. A small glint of metal. See tucked into the woods, staring back at the ship. almost staring directly at you. Your
That's not considered at all.
the your heads up display for your armor pings for but a moment. It's friend code. You've seen it once before, maybe twice. Simply pings up an honest friend before it
Oh.
disappears from the blip.
Hey, it's Buddy.
Yeah, he's just picking up the scraps and we're left behind.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure some of them were probably still usable, maybe.
With that, it is honestly not a long enough trip for some of you, as it takes simply an hour for the ship to reach orbit, streak across the horizons, come back down, landing nearby Fort Daylight. The few crew begin unlatching your machines and getting them loaded onto vehicles for them to be moved and not. Officer Pole waits for your group at the bottom of the loading ramp. He looks tired. Like he hasn't slept. Welcome back, Lancers. It's good to have you, and, well, I'll say it now, get it out of the way. Damn fine work. I didn't personally believe that the Resistance would stand down in such a manner, or that you would even get into such a scuffle, honestly, but you covered well. You did your work well, and can't say I would expect any of the other forces to perform just as well as you did. It only makes me wish I had had you on the task force taking care of that drill. That was a bit of a mess. Lost a lot of good men, and, well, I would have liked to have kept that terraforming machine intact, but did what we needed to. Now, we have a whole new problem. Follow me. We'll talk and walk.
Were you worried about us? Is that why you look so tired?
I'll make you run another lap. He smiles as he turns away.
It's a genuine question. Holy shit.
I think you got a yes.
We don't,
for that.
we don't get paid enough to take another lap.
You also don't have to. He technically doesn't actually have authority
Exactly.
over you.
The only issue is
Force working with him.
Derek is used to military. He'll do it on instinct.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they listened last time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing this not because you told me to.
So he turns and begins to walk, and you guys have to do a little jog to catch up. Begins to talk. The base is abuzz with activity. There is a lot of new equipment around. Armored vehicles, troop transports. You see crates of infantry and mech-sized weaponry being unloaded and put into a system and, passed off or shipped off. You see squads of troops loading into transports and flying off to other locations. Well, as you can see, things have gotten a little lively around here while you've been away on your little jungle vacation. Uh, the not only the revealing of whatever the hell that metal plate at the blast zone was, but also this new incursion of things that it's been spawning. It's not a lot, and they're definitely killable from what we understand. We've had an issue with reestablishing a overhead satellite to keep an eye on this location, as well as we've had an unfortunate rising of Harrison Armory troops being aggressive around our borders. It's a bit of a shit show, but we expect it nonetheless, just not this bad. We've attempted to send a couple of other mechanized platoons in that direction, but between Harrison Armory and those things, we haven't gotten all that close to our objective. So we have sent out a request to corporate to give us some better equipment, something a bit more fit for the occasion, as well as we need a new research team. Last one got fried. Not even a scrap of DNA from what we could detect. Whatever those things are coming out of that hole, they're not friendly and they're a problem. From the few combat reports we've had in from intercepting Harrison Armory skirmish comms, as well as a few troops we've had report back before unfortunate demise, they are mechanical by nature. Machine, its truest form, but the shapes they take are almost animalistic, more like the beasts, similar, almost like a beta design to some of the wildlife we've seen around Tumbuska Prime, which in and of itself is concerning. And though they take on similar aspects to the creatures we see around and have quelled more easily in the past, these things are bigger, meaner, stronger, and much, much better equipped. So, while you have a bit of R&R and get some time to yourselves and take a short break, expect you to also stay in fighting condition, fit, and ready to be on call at a moment's notice. We don't know when or how things might carry out until we make our move. So,
I can only presume Harrison is going to try and probe us, given that they've gotten the balls to actually start attacking properly.
that's what we expected as well. That's one of the first things we requested from corporate is the finishing and aligning of our orbital cannons around the city. Because the last thing we need is to be caught with our pants down while those fuckers bombard us from a place we can't reach. Of course, we do have ships capable of orbital flight and intergalactic travel, but most of those have been transports or light military frigates. Nothing capable of taking down a Harrison Armory battleship.
Well, if it would be okay, I think I'm all right with assisting in aligning the cannons. Give me some time to just get used to the city too.
I appreciate the notion, but we don't even have them up and running yet. And I don't even know how to even begin to give you details on getting them going. Not my expertise, and those things seem quite complicated.
Machines all have their complexities. Doesn't take too long for me to understand them. It'll just be time. And honestly, it sounds like we don't have that.
Well, when time comes and supplies arrives, I might give you a job. But till then, I expect you to sit down and relax for 5 goddamn minutes. That's an order.
All
Come
right,
now,
sir.
we're just, we're all on the clock all the time anyhow. Might as well keep ourselves doing something, but...
You wanna...
You're part of the rat crew. You don't really get time to sit and relax, but if I must, I'll find something to relax about.
You want something to do? Help train some of our pilots. They're nowhere near capable as you are, and I'm sure a couple hints and tips from a Lancer will get some spirits up. Some of the troops are a little spooked with the current incidences.
I don't think I'm good for training others. I'm esoteric enough as it is. I doubt how I would operate would actually do anything but get somebody killed.
Well, I appreciate your modesty. You're a Lancer for a goddamn reason, right? That makes you above the best of the best that I can put out, or else I would not be paying you.
Actually just hit by accident, pretended to be a Lancer.
Got on the wrong ship.
Actually, I'm not supposed to be here. They gave me this. And I don't know how to pilot this thing, but it's been working.
Well, well, I know what some kind of R&R thing I'll do, but for now, I think just listening to the rest of the debrief or briefing will be just fine.
As you're walking, Nima, you get a little ping on your comms device. A message.
I started shaking. And I pressed the accept or whatever.
Oh no.
Begin sweating. Opens.
No.
It simply reads, "Good job, soldier." There's an attachment to the message. It opens up, and it is simply, you can make out every curve of muscle, the strands of hair down the shoulder, and just the bottom of a very sly smile. Photo fills your HUD. It's a half-nude image of Lieutenant Goldeye McKay.
So you're not gonna see Nima for the rest of the session.
Hey Nima, were your cheeks always that tomato?
I'll kill you.
I'm just gonna start dragging Sulfit up, just start dragging Sulfit off. No, I think we're gonna go train those soldiers now, buddy, before you get killed.
No, please.
Hey,
I don't want to
worry,
train the newbies.
I don't. Yeah, I'm saving you from yourself, brother.
Just tell him to pitch the nose up. That's it.
What does that even mean? And I'm just dragged away.
Save this man from himself.
If there is anything, he is clueless about anything humanoid.
What do they mean by that?
Monster fuckers, baby. Anyways.
Specifically, robot.
Rope.
Ugh.
Oh,
Anyways,
please do not the robot.
Anyways, Pole stops at the front of the administration building and turns towards y'all and, well, That's all I have for briefing for now until we get more information, as well as the equipment we need to get you all on the mission. You're dismissed, and I'll say once again, damn fine work. He salutes the 5 of you.
Wolf waves at him as he leaves.
Oh, no, 4. I'm already gone.
I just offer a salute and then unironically just start going off to find where these damn recruits are at. Like, all right, no,
Hoping we
like,
give a
no.
salute too and just tag along with Giles since apparently he's been roped into it. But
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna train the newbies.
Alright. So, Nima. You've wandered off from the group. What are you doing and where are you going?
What are they called? The E4 Mafia? Something?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, E4 Mafia.
He's immediately trying to find the lieutenant.
Yeah.
find her dead eye or cold eye.
I mean, I don't know where her like quarters are, so I'm just going to the place
Place
that I'm
you
familiar
know.
with.
Okay. Well,
You
you
could probably like ask someone, right?
Well, that's what I mean.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you end up at the lair of the E4 Mafia. It's
Fucking God with that.
quieter than normal. A lot of people are on duty. There has not been a lot of rest since the missions started, and since the events have happened, not a lot of people have gotten the ability to step away from their tasks. So it's pretty quiet. See the occasional troopers sleeping. You do see a spattering of injured troops tucked into corners, simply drinking or chatting, some of them comforting each other.
Comforting.
Yeah, like pat each other back. People suffering from PTSD.
Oh, valid.
From the faces of the people around you, you can see that the attack on the terraformer took a toll. And where Paul said that some of the troops are demoralized, you can see it in the eyes of the men and women here drinking and relaxing.
I mean, I don't want to be an asshole and just like, hey, you, we're pretty lady or whatever, you know, because they're going through some shit. Also don't want to piss them off. Like, you should have taken that job. I would have still had my buddy. You know.
As you stand there pondering, trying to do, you hear a whistle from across the room. The man standing behind the bar motions you over.
I go over. Oh, what's up?
Well, saw you standing around like a goddamn wallflower. Figured you're here for a drink or questioning, and from your fit, probably one of those lancers, right?
Yeah, I appreciate the offer for the drink, but I'm still nursing a hangover, or like I want to get off or take a break from booze for a second. I was trying to figure out how to approach the situation because I don't want to be an asshole if I'm looking for someone.
Fair. There right now, I'm sure these troops appreciate you keeping yourself to yourself. They've had it rough, and seen more than a few of them break.
Yeah, I just don't want to blame me for like not taking a certain mission or something.
At the end of the day, they don't blame you. We're all military. Losses are, fortunately, part of the job. Well, how can I help you? Information you need? I'll trade.
I'm looking for this lady. I show the picture.
The man smiles. Not so discreet, huh?
Oh, I mean, it's a bargaining tool as well. Like, I'm showing you this, and then you're gonna help me.
Oh, I get it. No, the lieutenant's certainly an eye catcher. He smiles almost knowingly. Yeah, if you're looking for Lieutenant McKay, she's either, well, I don't think she'd be at the equipment room right now. Probably been assigned to duty. Check the armory, see if she's there. Probably hear her barking orders, and if not that, she's probably at her room taking a snooze.
Okay.
He hands you a note that has her room on it.
I'll slide it over and it's like, okay, thanks. If I have any spare cash, I'll put it on the table and it's like, hey, if anybody wants anything else, you can use this money.
He scoops up the credits that you place down and nods. Hey, sorry, saps. Drinks around the house. Couple of cheers and smiles, glasses raised. As you turn to leave, he gives you a quick, this is a heads up. I want to bring some crutches. He laughs and turns back to cleaning the glass he was cleaning.
I mean, I don't reply back, but I'm just thinking to myself, ooh.
You have gotten yourself into a pickle.
No, it's a woman. Got herself into a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been a cucumber. No, you know, I'm stopping myself.
No.
Oh, all right.
Either way, I did not ever expect subtlety from the explosives expert.
No.
To be fair, there are three people here that you should never expect subtlety from, and it's Nima, Wolf, and Giles.
Yeah.
That's over half of the roster. What the fuck?
I expect subtlety from fucking none of you.
You expect subtlety from me? I punched someone in the face when we were in the middle of an enemy hive.
None of you scream subtle. All right.
What are we talking about? I'm super subtle.
The subtlest.
You are the subtlest of us.
Somehow.
I was gonna say, he is the most subtle of the merry band of maniacs here, frankly.
Well, Nima knows the location of her lieutenant. What will she do?
That's for off camera stream to see.
Yeah, that's for Blue Twitch.
For Blue Twitch is fucked.
Anyways, so Wolf, Dolhan, are you two doing anything?
Not in particular, no.
Okay.
I do want to note we still have that printer to get for our robot buddy.
I thought you were making that.
Yeah, I thought that was something you were doing.
Yes, but we still need to gather the parts, and we're waiting on that.
Yeah, I
Either
can't
way.
really think of anything particularly to do myself.
All right, well, there's always personal maintenance as well as if you want to go and help teach soldiers how to be better at soldiering, you're welcome to do that. But at this point, there will be a passaging of time as resources are gathered and things are done. So if there is a
Well,
slightly longer term goal you wish to do, you may attempt to do so.
I suppose while we are doing R&R, I can try and get together the parts to make that said printer.
Yeah.
But I also have another thing I'd like to do during that.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see in my notes real quick. Where is she?
Why does that, Dolan? Were you going to say something?
Go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Sulfan wants to like work on the that printer thing, could take it in turns, basically teaching, so that way, when you're not teaching, I'll fucking yeah, words.
You'll help Giles in teaching as well.
Mhm. Yes, help. Sat on a fucking shitty fold chair just smoking.
But
Gregor, you have come to find that your need to smoke has dwindled.
I'd still probably end up doing it, just
habit.
Oh, dear
habit, yeah.
habit.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, I guess Giles, you spend about 2 weeks go by through this time as you guys do your tasks. Each of you does end up taking time to at least give a lesson to troops in your specialties, whether it's combat or maintenance or even hacking or proper personal care. Sulfan, give me a roll to see if you can gather the materials for making this printer.
Okie dokie. Get a hold of something. Ugh.
So it takes longer than you want it to, and the task of actually piecing this together is harder than you expected it to be. You've done repairs on larger machines before, and it definitely isn't the first printer you've seen, but working with something on a smaller scale and putting it together from scratch is complex. You get most of it done, but it is certainly not your best work.
I just test it to make sure it can make what it needs to be made.
It's functional.
Mm,
Uh,
I'm almost
Giles.
tempted to
Hmm,
try and activate Mender to see what I'm missing
right.
because I can deem it broken in his eyes and ask you how I can go about making it not seem so shackled, ramshackled together.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to do
Basic,
that?
yes, I'm going to ask how I can make this object work better in the parts I have been able to gather.
The parts you've been able to gather, you cannot make it work better. It is suffering from uh the lack of proper real print materials. Um, the internal sensors are scrapped together from toss aside like sensors from small machines and uh lancer part or like mech parts. um its print feed is refurbished from an mo feed for a machine gun. From what you can tell, you need to get parts from an actual printer to get this fully functioning.
Uh, Something to look at for another time. But before before I say what I would also have been doing during that, go back to Giles.
Mm. Giles, you've begun training troops. Your history of, uh, I guess, military training, um, gives way to a lot of understanding of the weaknesses of individual man and how their weaknesses affect a group, a squad, and to take hold of some of your previous security work training as you get people moving. Um, what are you doing to push the troops to train and better themselves?
I think one of the big things Skiles is going to have them do is run like like within coordination, obviously with pole and such. I'm gonna try to have them run exercise like actual like proper team fighting or squad fighting exercises. Just put them in groups of 4 and be like, oh, and you know what I mean. Have them basically help them learn how to coordinate themselves with each other in their squads.
Okay. Um, so you've split a chunk of these trainees into a group of red versus blue, um, going in 4-man teams individually out into a small training facility that's been built in the desert. Um, each side is armed with essentially large mech-sized paintball guns. Um, give me a uh appropriate roll to see how well you manage to maintain and give instruction.
R. Um, I don't think I don't think either assault or stake will work here, so it would just be just straight up grit, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You watch as each squad begins to their individual combat tests. Some of them doing better than others as you watch them dive to and fro and attempt to work together as best they can. Some of the much greener troops suffer from coordination. Can't you see a machine run into another, knocking down friend and getting peppered by paintballs, and you give clean, clear instructions. Each time you find failure in a group or team, you spot the weaknesses in each other's abilities, and each group finds that they understand their squad mates more by the end of this time, and each group finds that they each one is ready to face the horrors of war a little bit more, knowing that behind them and to their sides they have a teammate who is capable and willing to fight and die alongside them. Wolf. These couple of weeks of time passing, do you find something you end up wanting to do?
Hello.
Wolf?
Did he step away?
He might have. By the seams.
He just might have.
Quick, someone take his weird ass meat.
Right. Well,
I guess I can say that during those couple weeks, I now and then went to check on Eleanor, the widow.
yeah, I mean, she seems fine. She's,
Fine if she can be.
yeah, he's living in like a group home at this point. But she's safe.
For now, that's all I can really make sure of.
Nima, your first day of endeavors and excitement are interesting. So you arrive at Lieutenant McKay's chambers. Do you knock? Do you just walk in?
A knock.
Okay. You knock, and from inside you just hear "It's unlocked. Just come on in."
I opened the door. I mean, I didn't want to be rude or anything, you know.
That's understandable. You're shouting from, well, the quote-unquote kitchen. You smell fresh coffee. She peeks around the corner. She's holding a fairly dented mug. Coffee?
Oh my god. I haven't had coffee in like years.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, I haven't had any real shit in a while, so places it down. I splurged. Figured I'd get something special.
For me?
Don't think too much of it.
Okay.
Overthinking will continue.
She
Overthinking will continue to
Trying to play a 4D chess game. Meanwhile, she's playing a 2D chess game.
she leans against the counter. She's been sipping at her cup. Oh, I hear your mission was a bit of a shit show itself, huh?
Yeah, we had fun.
Good. Fun is what we like, isn't it?
Yeah. So, how many people you kill with that mug?
She looks down at it. Well, so far it's 0. So,
Yeah.
Good idea.
I just figured it's all tented up. Like, damn.
Oh, no, that's just from accidents. She takes her hand and she squeezes her fist up and down. She squeezes it and stuff. You see the muscles under her skin flex and ripple. Finally getting like an actual look at her. You know, she's in modified fatigues. Little more than a crop top covers her upper body, and her fairly tight-fitting uniform pants are covered in grease and dirt. The crevices of her very visible abs are greasy, and you could see that this woman is definitely a engineer. She's very good with her hands. She's very precise in her work. She takes a lot of detail and pleasure in what she does. You can also tell that for the first time you're looking at her, her arm isn't real. It's covered in synthetic skin. You can hear the whirring of bionics beneath it. Took a while to get use of this thing. It's hard to tell, but with a little modification, it's quite useful. Her wrist opens up and you see the barrel of a gun just inside of her inside of her elbow. You can see a loading port where it can be loaded with shotgun shells.
I need to get me one of those. Take a sip.
Well, it's quite a toll, I'll tell you that. She puts down her cup, and you can see a look in her eyes.
And
Ye-
she can see the beads of sweat.
You feel like prey.
Good
It's-
luck.
It's probably not a common feeling with your own personal build and the usual demeanor you carry yourself, and the fact that you're a very proficient killer. But until now, you hadn't really noticed the 3-inch height difference. The obvious sound of heavy footsteps as her combat boots stomp across the plasteel flooring. She approaches you and you kind of, well, what do you do as she approaches you?
I kind of slink down a little.
As you pause and slink just a little bit, she takes that opportunity like a viper. She takes one step forward and she is in your face. You are pressed back against the wall, and you hear her hand, mechanical, heavy, slam into the wall next to you. You can hear the small trinkling of plasteel pieces crumble to the floor. Now, enough with the pleasantries, don't you think? I'd suggest you gulp that down.
Huh.
The scene zooms out as the door to the room slides closed. And the first night of your R&R is definitely not spent restful and relaxing.
I cannot wait to see the aftermath of how Nima learns to walk again.
I just start walking like a cowboy. You know what I mean?
God, it's like watching a newborn baby foal.
No, like the reason cowboys walk so widely is because they're always on the horse for so fucking long that like their muscles start to change a little or something, or like they're just so used to that position. But this is a different reason.
This is not that reason. There were no
This is
horses
not that
involved.
No, well,
Maybe
well,
a gorilla, but no horses.
maybe, yeah.
Uh,
A
Yeah.
horse of a different variety.
the the days pass, and yeah, Nima, you definitely get a few more booty calls. I will leave the details to the imagination of everyone else, but I'm sure you have marks. But yeah. The rest is
I was trying to fit it in, but I wanted to say something along the lines of like, you know, it's really different. like I feel like on the battlefield or something, you're just gonna get stared at or something like that, in the same way that she did. But you don't want to hurt them, obviously.
Mhm.
It's like a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just yapping.
All good. Between your nightly activities, what do you end up doing? Are you also just assisting in troop training and whatnot, or was there anything else you wanted to go try and get done?
Is that a question for everyone?
That's a question for you mostly.
Oh, I mean, I'm probably gonna be sitting down for most of it. It's like run them laps.
Alright. So you
Or like you're good, pitch up, up, and then they slam down. I don't know.
all good. Yeah. So yeah. And lastly, Wolf. Have you figured out what you're doing in this about 2-week span of time?
Attempting to find one of those nail polish things from Fifth Element.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, it's like stuck her finger in the box and it changed the nail color to whatever she wanted. Because I'm
Okay.
going to keep this shit from the kids.
I feel like you need to keep the colors though
Well,
for
yeah,
the kids.
it's the rainbow hands.
Okay. So you just want to.
And then when I throw hands, I can yell, "Taste the rainbow."
All right. Well,
But I will assist with training the troop.
Well, what?
By showing them how much better I am than them.
Oh. Mm.
Oh, that's not gonna be difficult.
No, not really.
Oh God.
Yeah, so you take the opportunity to um find a suitable time and place to take take aside some of the better trained or receptive troops from between the squad combat sessions and begin to spar and even more in depth pick apart their weaknesses. Some of the more boastful soldiers and even some of the veterans who've taken up the either training or watching the newer troops get scolded and belittled are called in, and you individually spar with each of them either on foot or in machine, and each one you take down. And not only does that help some of the veteran troops understand that even with lifetime of combat experience and whatnot, things can shift, and some of them take on a more appropriate understanding of their position in the ranks. Also, the display of skill and combat expertise also raises a bit of morale as the troops see just exactly who fights alongside them. And if this is simply one lancer, what could 2, 3, 5 do? And you all begin hearing rumors of your endeavors against Blackguard forces, and rumors spreading. Some of them accurate, and many are blown out of proportion. They talk about how each of you alone mowed down 50 of Blackguard's elite soldiers, and they barely stood a chance. The enemy leader went crawling away, tail between his legs, as you annihilated the troops in a humiliating display. When honestly the fight went well, but it was still rough. There's also tales of how well the resistance fought and how noble they were in their fight for their home, and some of the troops have begun gaining some respect for the resistance in of itself. And you even see a week and a half in, you do see raised amongst the banners of the different companies, see a homemade banner of the resistance now hangs on the walls of Fort Daylight.
Well, shit. I expected Wolf just to serve humble pie, but
Well, that's
apparently he inspired people.
That's
No, Wolf is also out there spreading some of the more ridiculous rumors.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, that is a conclusion of your endeavors and the success that you guys brought from the mission in of itself.
Well, while Wolf is serving humble pie and wrecking machines, I guess I can use the machines to show troops how to actually maintain their machines and maybe take blows so that they aren't completely wrecked.
Yeah.
That can be this. Please don't screw me over, dice. Hey.
20s across the board. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, maintenance is what you do best. Though the more generic machines of CNH military forces are much more streamlined, you do show them how parts from one machine can be used as repairs in certain ways for damaged or non-functional allies. there's a series of redundancies and pieces that can be easily scrapped and turned into something useful. As well as showing them the difference between angled and non-angled armors and how to properly shake off something that might be a heavier blow due to better positioning of the body and the machine itself. And yeah, so time goes by. Uh, the weeks pass with relative ease as you guys go about your tasks and do things to assist and help around. Towards the end of the second week, you see that fanciful dropship arrive once again. You see the delegates from CNH higher ups disembark and march towards the administrative building of the base. Series of, you'd only assume, is honor guard patrols alongside them. They are in heavy duty, high end equipment. Their suits are beyond state of the art. You can see them, like the air of authority the troops alone give. These are seasoned soldiers, handpicked from whatever war front they came from. They're probably, super soldier enhanced or cybernetically augmented to be better than most others. And in a straight up fight, these would probably be comparable to lancers in and of themselves.
Believe in us would win.
Hmm?
I said, nah, I'd believe in us would win.
Aw.
Just
Look at what they have to do to mimic even a fraction of
our power. just hit him with the wolf in the manga panel. Just I'd win.
You see Officer Pole at the administrative office. He greets the delegates and opens the door for them. A lot of very official handshakes, and he looks stiff as a board, unlike his usual. Though he generally carries an air of authority and seriousness, he has always had a little bit of that laxness, probably due to this very outer world post. You can see that's gone. He is giving a very, very official mannerisms. He even bows to the delegates as they go by, before following them in. And real quick, I have a dog who's bothering me, so I gotta go make sure she's taken care of. Talk amongst yourselves. You find yourselves standing around just outside the mech bays where your machines had been fully repaired and augmented and adjusted to their needs. Ooh, I'll be right back.
Chatter. Mm-hmm.
So, Nima,
Chatter,
you
chatter.
seem to be having a limp nowadays. Are you okay?
Sulfin, I'm not stopping her from hitting you forever, buddy. You do not
I want to
ask
read
some
too much into
questions.
it, bud. Don't you worry.
There are some questions you don't ask.
Okay, just concerned for a teammate, I guess.
Just know that I'm the luckiest bitch in the room right now.
I was gonna
I'll
say
believe you in that.
Look,
Oh, so
all
in the
you-
room as I'm hearing, it definitely sounds like you're definitely.
buddy, all you need to know is that out of all of us, I think she's the one with the least worries.
Probably. So I guess what did everyone do to their machines?
Give it a new coat of paint.
I
fixed
slapped
it.
on slapped on even more armor.
No, I fixed
Well-
mine.
Okay. What did you fix exactly?
It's about half the size it used to be.
Oh, you shrunk it?
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
It got corrupted by Horus. It was
Oh.
really weird.
I was gonna say, did you shrink it or did it shrink itself?
Well, we cleaned up the corruption, so now it's just an atlas.
Huh.
I missed my drugs.
He missed his drunk sulfin.
I see that. But I replaced the sword with a chain axe for one. Seeing how hard case was demonstrating what it can do.
And like I made some slight adjustments to maneuverability, and other than that, I just strapped more armor to it.
Well, I strapped some extra armor to mine too, but I also made mine able to have jump boosts.
Yeah. I considered making mine even larger, but you know.
There's a certain point where size becomes unwieldy.
That's what she
Yes.
said.
Oh, yeah, will if you don't know how to use it. Come on now.
Yeah, you know.
I wasn't paying attention to what happened. I wasn't paying attention to what happened.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Alright, so you guys have your little talk. The basis is the base is in a again that kind of state of like a busy hive of bees. A lot of movement, a lot of vehicles have been you see troops arming vehicles and bringing ammo to things. From the transport you see a series of what you can only assume must be the research team. A bunch of tablets and computers being carried and hauled around. You see some very like these are scientists. They are not any kind of troop whatsoever. You can tell these are simply researchers as they disembark. One actually stumbles as he missteps down the ramp before catching himself and marching away. You can hear them discussing something, and one of them bickers about the sand getting in equipment and messing up with arrays and whatnot. Behind them steps out a machine, large and fairly intimidating in its structure. Each of you, well, just those of you who've been around the Outer Worlds in terms of combat and whatnot would recognize it. It is a staple of CNH. Outmarch is a dragging along oversized motorized Tetsubo. Callista in honored regalia steps out, leaning just a little bit to squeeze past the upper framing of this dropship. It steps to the side, and you see it kind of looking around before it catches its eye and stops staring at the five of you. The machine kneels, and you see it come to a rest as its reactors wind down, and the pilot disembarks. You see them talking to a couple of troops who go moving about. One of the honor guard groups stops them, and they just kind of push by before the honor guard kind of. You can see the honor guard kind of like looks around, like he's not really sure what the fuck he's supposed to do. Before he marches towards the administrative building. The person has a very clean gait, as they stride across the sandy, I guess, concrete plasteel, roadways and whatnot. Very little sand is kicked up as they take their steps towards you. Finally they reach you, and their personal gear is much less to the regal demeanor of the machine they pilot. You can see scorch marks and bullet holes, chips from past combats. They stand about 5'10" in their armor. They stop and kind of look at each of you, and you can see they're basically sizing each of you up. Would you like to do anything?
I will waggle my fingers at them.
I put my hand on my gun.
Dolphin's just gonna give him a salute.
Yeah, they're just gonna get a brief salute and a nod from Giles before he goes back to whatever it is he's doing. Otherwise, probably just watching new recruits or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just judging what they're doing.
After a little bit of looking up and down, they take off their helmet, and beneath is a fairly clean looking, maybe mid-20s male. Their face definitely gives an air of youthful curiosity. Though if they are following along and being used as a guard for relatively important corporate heads, they must be some kind of Lancer or equivalent. They nod. A bright smile stretches across their face. The name's Barahir. Honor guard to corporate liaisons. It's good to meet fellow Lancers. It's not often I meet someone of, well, even one person of relatively appropriate skill level to my own. They reach out a hand towards you guys. Shake.
Yeah, Giles will shake his hand.
So will Sultan.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, Wolf will shake his hand, sure.
Okay.
Sure. I'll shake with the. If it's not fucky, well, like depending orientation wise, I'll shake with the new hand. Sure, why not?
So yeah, the new hand is still a metal palm that never went away.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's more just like depending on like, you know, say you have their right hand out and it's my right hand, you know, it's not really gonna fucking work, obviously. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you reach out and shake their hand. As you grip their hand and shake it, you get a read back feed. Over your, not even your HUD, but your eyes themselves, of their combat deployment history, age, how long they've been in service and whatnot, the specs of their hard suit. This information flashes very quickly over your eyes. Wolf, do you shake his hand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said that. Sorry, I think Nemo was the only one. Yeah, Nemo, do you shake hands?
No.
You say no.
Yeah, I said no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make a scene out of it. I'm gonna shake their.
Okay. He nods and I've never worked with a team before. I hear that you're going to be my squad mates for a bit. So I figured it'd be best to get to know the team. I said the name's Butter here. I am a personal escort for some of the higher ups within CNH, and well, I've looked through each of your records to see about your histories, and though I certainly question some of your pasts, from what I can tell, you're each individually specialists in what you do. I will let you know, though, specialists or not, when it comes to our mission, the lives of the researchers and corporate assets take priority. I would expect each and every one of you to be prepared to give your lives for the mission. Hired mercenaries or not, you still work for CNH. While Officer Pohl may not have direct command over you, do you understand? I do. For a moment, that childish bright smile fades. Very serious air crosses his face before it flicks back on like a light switch. So, please don't let my official demeanor sour any moods. We are companions and squad mates until business tells otherwise, or the untimely demise of each and every one of us. So, I hope to get along so very well with each of you. That he turns on his heels and marches towards the administrative building as well.
Sees like for them for like out of earshot, I'm like just look at everyone else and it's like, well, I'm glad we got settle with a bit of a psychopath, eh?
They must have found an extra large stick to shove up his ass.
Well, accidents happen all the time.
True.
Let's just not make it a habit in case he has others like him.
I mean, it's purely an accident. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they'd probably still find someone accountable, and yeah, a lot of messy shit don't really feel like dealing with, you know.
Agreed.
As
But
long as he does his job.
And doesn't try to use me as a meat shield.
agreed.
It's
Wolf,
fine
you
because
do that yourself plenty.
I was gonna say he's part of our squad. If we are the meat shields, if he dies, then well, that's part of his job, you know.
You're not wrong.
Corporate or not.
Let's get to this briefing.
Yeah, let's hear what the damn corpos have to tell us.
Nothing good.
It never is, but that's not what we're here to hear. We're not here to be paid to hear good news.
I mean, it's always bad news, and then we gotta fix it.
Well, yeah, otherwise we'd be out of the job. Like,
That is actively the job description. It's not in the job description. That is the job description.
Yeah,
I do
well,
believe
let's
that
go.
is, yeah.
And, Wolf's gonna start making his way towards the briefing.
Okay.
Yep. Kyle's right there with him.
Alright, so you make your way towards the administrative building. As you enter, you can see immediately four of the corporate security troops are just lined against the walls. Their heads snap to your to each of you as you guys step inside. Are doing innate preliminary scans within their own equipment before they each just return to a state of standing guard. None of them move. Almost, they each one looks like they could have been a statuette within the building innately. The secretary at the front desk, looking quite unnerved by the silent troops who just are present. Looks to the five of you and Miles. Recognizable friendly faces. Briefings in the main hall. You'll want to make a quiet entrance. I think they've begun discussing some more important details, but I assume you'll be called in shortly anyways, but just if you go in, do it discreetly. Don't make a lot of noise. The corporates are interesting.
You can see Wolf just starts twitching.
It's like the moment he says quietly, you just see Giles immediately look over to Wolf. It's like, there's no way this is gonna go quiet.
You just
Urge
that
to be loud, rising.
you just see their mouth all puckered like they had a lemon. They just had to keep it in.
Well, this is going to go swimmingly as a first impression.
So yeah, you guys make your way to the briefing room. The large briefing room is literally just a refurbished auditorium, essentially. You can see a chunk of the um officers are already here. You can hear the chatting of Paul as he directs orders towards the troops, as well as inside you can see two rather flamboyant corporate delegates standing on the stage. Well, seated on stage. They stick out like a sore thumb. Their outfits are once again flamboyant and colorful, though they lack the more official suit like outfits this time. One of them is dressed in a flowing, still kind of turquoise gown, kind of drapes like white, the collar quite high. Their makeup is done very colorfully, and they almost look like a peacock with the way they're dressed and presented. The other one is in a a striped red suit. Though their accessories are bright and different tones of color, a lot of gold. You can still see the gleaming metallics of their facial augments and that tube going down to their side. You see a small haze, that purpley pink mist is slowly built around their person and settled at their feet. Though without much movement of their person, see it kind of lingers. Y'all go into the room before you are called, or till called in?
Giles will go in before he's called upon, just for the sake of having the information.
Shouldn't hurt to go in before.
It's fine. We're all gonna take mental damage listening to Corpo's talk. So,
It's just a matter of, do you want your psychic damage now or later?
yeah.
Wolf will go in while eating some jerky he found somewhere.
What, your fucking pocket?
Not even his own jerky, just some shit that he found laying around some random place.
Yep.
Just snagged it off someone's plate.
Like 2 days ago. That's all that remains of it. But yeah, I'll also head in as well.
The five of you head in and doing your best to be relatively silent as you open the door and kind of shuffle in. You hear Pole is talking about at this point financial boundaries and the use of resources need to fall under a certain budget. Now, this budget still hits equivalent to today's like $1 trillion. But like the way he's talking about it, it doesn't sound like a whole lot. As you guys all look in, looking around for a seat, you actually spot Lieutenant McKay, and she glances at the five of you and motions for you guys to take a seat near her. Do you guys take a seat near her?
Don't see why not.
Yeah, sure.
I will sit as far away as possible.
Mhm.
Neba, do you sit with your recent companion?
Recent companion. I'll sit in their lab.
Disappointed.
I was
Follow
gonna
her
make the
mistress.
joke, but it writes
It just writes it.
itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Writes it.
uh,
I think
Same
Nima has
fucking
a mistress.
wavelength.
Don't worry, I got you, Kaiser.
McKay does motion for specifically Neva to take the seat on her left, right next to her. Or as each of you get seated, and well, look at you, bunch of busy bees. You're not supposed to be in here yet. This is officers' meeting and corporate briefing, but I won't get you in trouble. Yeah.
Hey, well, hired by Colpo. I don't know. It's not much different.
No, I get you. I definitely get the same mindset. Anyways, yeah. Pole's currently doing his best to put on a nice meeting for these little corporate shitbags. That one on the right in the turquoise dress. That's not even a corporate head. That's one of the higher paying sponsors for CNH. It's kind of ridiculous. I think their name was, what was it? Karasura Tetro? I don't know. Something fancy. Apparently they've been quite inspired by recent endeavors and news of glorious victory. They've brought themselves out here, along with their personal guard of lackeys. I'm sure you noticed the black suits around.
Yes. Paul looks like he wants to hang himself every second this goes on.
Yes. Who would have guessed the corpo sponsor would have brought his personal pegging squadron with him?
Yeah. And the one on
Did
the
you say pegging?
You
Yes.
stutter.
I did not stutter at all.
Based.
fair. The other one there, the man with the weird mask, weird augments. Name's Melba. One of the higher seats of CNH's council. Survivor of some weird chemical warfare thing. Got his seat due to he claims it's war funding and whatnot, but let's be real here, he's no better than an arms dealer and a conflict enhancer. I don't know if you met his tag along, but some big shot genius of a Lancer pilot apparently. Haven't met him myself yet, but the way he talked about him earlier, kid might as well shit gold as far as I know.
Didn't seem all that impressive.
So you did meet him.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Seems like he has a bit of a tree branch up his ass, let alone a stick.
Probably not surprised. He's vat grown. Melb calls him his son. No DNA in relation at all. But I'm sure he is chock full of all kinds of crazy augments and stims and whatnot that keep going. he's said to be designed to be one of the greatest soldiers ever seen in the outer worlds, but we'll see how that goes. We always know how corporate projects end up.
He seems mostly there, just ready to die for anything, which is not good for a pilot, I'd say.
Well, it's probably programmed into him. Probably ready to die for that stupid idiot over there.
Probably.
But yeah, it's mostly been a corporate overhaul and a bunch of fluff to keep the bigwig corpos happy, introduced. Nothing important really. Speech about the glories of the recent successes and whatnot, and the usual mumbo jumbo to keep morale high. After a bit more talk of funding and news and whatnot, finally Paul you see Paul reach for his comms device before he glances up and sees the five of you, and for a moment you see a small look of probably annoyance before he feigns motion and says something into his comms device before announcing over the comms. And to come to head of the glorious successes of Fort Daylight and its troops, I am more than happy to announce the arrival of our 5 shining heroes, the hired lancers of Fort Daylight. Please come on down. Sulfin Trend, Gregor Dolan, Derek Giles, Wolf, and Nima. Come greet our wonderful and welcoming guests.
Oh.
Well, there's the curtain call.
You'll just see Giles put on the single most deadpan expression you've ever seen, just like full mannequin. He walks down.
Lieutenant McKay smiles, a very knowing, taunting smile. Remember, kids, put on a good show.
Just take like one last drag of one of my cigarettes and go, why do I even bother with these call signs if no one uses them? Like,
I'm half tempted to ask if I could take a hit of that just to put me out of my misery.
The cigarette or the gun on his waist?
At this point,
yes.
50-50.
another one, not for you.
Oh, I guess
I know a couple of brands I could recommend you though.
Yeah, I guess I would. I did forget to. If you did bring weapons with you, you were disarmed at the door.
It's fine. We are weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
So each of you are called to the stage.
Wolf will walk up there still eating the garlic jerky.
As you walk towards the front, munching on your food, Paul gives you a very furious glare and like a knowing, put it away kind of look.
You're looking slovenly in front of our corporate overlords. How could you?
Please don't get us canned, Wolf.
I mean, we live longer, more likely, if we do get canned, so...
True.
So I mean,
It's not like it's going
Fine.
anywhere.
And he like closes the bag, brushes his hands on his shirt, and just sticks it in a pocket.
Yeah, it checks out.
The two corporate delegates stand up. One known as Rysura, very quickly walks over to each of you, and the look across their face is one of interest and like desire, but like not a desire to like get to know you or anything. It's almost as if they're looking you up and down for a price.
Oh, you can't afford me.
just in the back of his mind, it's like, I swear to God, you cannot afford for me to send you to the Peg Dungeon. Go ask one of your goons.
Dolphin shrinks a little under the gaze.
Under the eyes of the gaze.
Mm-hmm.
They up to you in a very flamboyant manner. Who's the first to step onto the stage?
I guess
Wolf
I
will
was
be-
called first, so I get put up first.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
As you step up and walk
So
onto
brave.
walk onto the stage, Sura walks very quickly towards you. You hear the clacking of heels. They take steps, and then they immediately like put their hand on your shoulder, and why, my, truly such heroic specimens to be stepping forward among us. Thank you so much for your honored service, Lancer. Tell me, what do they call you?
Patchy.
Such a fitting name, truly. To think that you are so brave and powerful.
I'm
Such a
preparing myself to
small
yank away
frame.
just to be safe.
And actually, she says that she, like, to everyone else, it looks like she simply, like, kind of guides you by. But as she pushes past you and, like, step forward, you feel her very forcefully, like, shoving you out of the way.
All right, done with this toy. Next one.
Literally.
Would actually yelp as he's tossed aside.
Like, it's not like amazingly forceful, but you can tell they have an understanding of how to get someone moving. And they to everyone else, they simply glide past you. But for you, you feel the force of them shoving you. And yes, it is very similar demeanor to a child getting bored with a toy and moving on to the next one. Who's next?
Yeah, Wolf will go up.
Step forward, and they go up and down. Such a fine specimen of war you are. Tell me, your name?
They call me Wolf.
Interesting. Sorry, I don't mean your... What do they call you in the field of glory?
Havoc.
Interesting. Truly, you must wreak such fear into your enemies to have earned a call sign such as this, and truly a specimen, yet so casual and yet so firm.
Oh, there's so much smoke.
There's so
Can't blame me this time.
They spend a little bit more time looking you up and down and getting a measure of your worth. You can see their eyes are literally scanning you. Interesting, interesting. Such a fine soldier you have been, and through such turmoil. No wonder we brought you in. And once again, they put you aside like a used toy. Next.
Oh, corpos.
At this point, I guess it'll just be Kyle's.
Okay.
This is still completely deadpan, no expression.
So you step up and they look at you. Your expression, one of absolute disinterest and nothing. For a moment, you see a glint in their eye of irritants before a bright smile creases across their face. And of course our a brave soldier, come forth, let me look at you, let me see such muscle and perfection forged in the line of duty. I need not know your name, I already know. Oh, dragon, a most fierce and mythical monster. Think ISPN would give up such a fine soldier.
Just a brief nod, and that just still stood straight at attention.
Such fine demeanor. Truly, you must be a perfect icon of soldiery and bravery, honor. I've heard great deals about how well you've led the troops as of late. Truly, you are worth every penny we put towards you. Thank you so much for your service. And you were put aside.
Are all corpos like this? I just asked the other two.
Just
Next.
just poor Sulfin.
I volunteered Nemo, yeah.
Voluntold on the spot.
As you're walking down, Quicker takes a couple of half steps, and Nima, you overtake him before you realize. So you are next in line. As you step up on the stage, the corporate liaison steps up and looks you up and down and addresses you, and you feel them a hand trace over your like across your neck, where you have a couple of visual bruises. They smile, an almost knowing smile. A fierce and probably most agile beast. Tell me, what do they call you? What is your name?
I'm good.
Dude, there is no reason to be shy. Tell me, what is the name of the brave heroes who fight for us under the banner of C&H?
Nima.
He looks at you and a quick scanning. Again, you see a flicker in their eyes. Ah, Hellcat, truly you seem such a beast. Fires, I see rage inside you like no other. I can tell you have the scars of combat, do you not?
I look over to the rest of the crew, like, fucking serious. Yeah. Goes with the territory.
How brave you must have been to receive such lasting wounds. And they step past you as well. Last but not least, Gregor, you step onto the stage. And who might you be? So strong, fierce, a stature of both beauty and yet I can see a most dangerous side to you. Tell me, what do they call you? What is your name?
The field, I usually go by Caesar.
Caesar. The name of a king of old, is it not? Truly, what glorious times it must be to see you fight on the field of combat. They go to push past you, they stop. For but a moment, you see their face pause. The glint of corporate sleaziness disappears. What are you? Interesting. You feel a tingle, that sensation, that scratch in the back of your head once again. Danger, not them. Stay away from this one. The itch stops, or you know if they've pushed past you and stand in the midst of the stage. They give a bright, welcoming speech before turning to Officer Pohl. Please continue with your mission briefing. I wish to hear all the details. Understand truly what makes not only your military outfit so glorious, but to understand the price we pay for these lancers and the worth they bring. Pohl looks at the five of you, almost a look of apologetic annoyance. Right. Well, I'll pass the formal regalia as we've just been presented. As you all know, these five here are the 5 lancers we've hired, or as the corporation has hired, to fight alongside us in glorious combat. They have proven themselves formidable, worthy of their titles, and more than capable of individually standing their own ground. So it is with much pleasure and glory to assign them official duties of fighting alongside the personal honor guard and son of some of our most grand and fabulous corporate benefactors. Thank you, Melba and Kyrus, for allowing these brave lancers to work alongside us in this endeavor. Operation Overture is to begin in the following days. As each of you might know, recent operations have, though been successful, led to unfortunate consequences on other fronts. Our benefactors here have seemed fit and have put aside their personal resources to fund another excursion across the war front. In the coming days, we will be fitting a convoy to guard and escort a group of researchers that have been found and equipped with the proper tools to begin conducting proper and immediate research and understanding of the blast area around the terraforming device held in Harrison Armory territory. It will be your glorious duty to defend the assets brought to us by our corporate benefactors. So generous are they to provide for us. A few images flick up on the screen. A map, display of the area around not only Fort Daylight, but across the deserts and whatnot. You can see a pathing has been drawn out and designed as a quick way to get to the crater where research needs to be done. As you see here, we'll be taking a most direct route to the objective. Unfortunately, we are not capable of entering the airspace over our goal. We'll be having to take the much harder and Jesus Christ, dangerous pathing on foot. This is where, he glances back to the five of you, this is where the job of our brave lancers will mostly come into effect. It will be your job to function as a front guard, preventing any and all opposing forces from bringing harm and an unfortunate demise to the assets. The loss of such research materials and personnel will be unfortunate if it were to happen, though it is unlikely thanks to the skill of not only our personal lancers, but also of the elite troops provided to us by Cressard, Jesus Christ, remember the name anyways, and Melba personally. Note that you will be under the direct squad command of Melba's son and elite lancer Pandora. Do your best to follow orders and obey. He looks again. He has this look towards you of sorry. Your task is to escort the corporate assets and research equipment to the crater, defending them as they deploy their equipment and set up a forward base of operations, as well as a defensive perimeter to defend themselves from any incursions from opposing forces. Note that Harrison Armory is doing their damnedest to keep us on our side of the border. Outside of increased skirmish combat, they have done a very aggressive push and shift of the front line. Our troops are stretched thin, and so the forces we send with you will be what can be provided by our corporate benefactors. Thanks. Thanks once again to the both of you. He nods towards Melba and Christ, the own name. Rysura. Along with your normal assets and equipment, each of you will be gloriously assigned C&H sponsored combat stims to enhance your own abilities and perform to your best and beyond on the field of battle. The very advertisement-like image of a literally a syringe is pulled up on the screen side. Thank you so much to Apollo Research Labs and their willingness to fund and put towards his operation new and experimental chems and materials to better the services of our troops. Glory to C&H, and glory to the soldiers who fight so bravely for them. That he goes on to mention the talk about the routing and whatnot of the path you guys will be taking, the length of the trip, and what is to be expected from Harrison Armory. He flips through several slides of generic machines, series of Shermans and known augmentations of this machine that have been seen on the field of battle. Last but certainly not least, the new and unfortunate results of previous operations. Image, or almost it's actually a short video, comes up on the screen. Upon it, you see first person view of a mech holding a line of fire. You see a couple explosions in front. Crashing through the tree line is the remains of C&H mech, crumpled and torn apart. The sound of a roar is heard through the trees before, from breaking through the branches and trunks, shattering the forest around it, comes bellowing forward. Beast is the best of its description, though it has a mechanical look and design, has a weird mixture of biological and almost living material that it covering its body. Its bulk is probably the size of a size 2 machine. The video shows the rapid panic fire of the assault rifle, holes being splattered with blood on the beast before it careens and slams into the front of the mech, and the video stops there. There's a new enemy on the warfront. We're not sure where they came from or what they are, but this is the primary goal of the operation. They're aggressive, they're dangerous, they behave little more than beasts and local fauna. They have similar defensive parameters to local predator beasts that have been notated on the surface of Tumbuska, though we have been seeing designs of more machine-like opposition. Still image of a much sleeker mech, very much looking more like a mech bipedal, that humanoid familiar structure, but still its outer shell looks like a metallic biological chitin. In its hand, you can see the image has the flaring of some green plasma-like projectile being produced from a almost mutated on plasma rifle. Note that their weaponry seems advanced, lethal. So, do your best to avoid an untimely death. We trust in you. The lives of soldiers, of the corporate assets, and most importantly, people of this city that lie behind you, and trust in you for the defense of their lives and place upon this planet. Good luck for soldiers and the Lancers so bravely willing to give their lives for this endeavor. Closes the hollow feed and closes a binder and gives a nod and a short bow towards the corporate liaisons before he steps off the stage and walks out. A couple of you could hear the displeasure in a lot of the officers in the room. Sounds of annoyance of the very corporate manner of this meeting. The basically orders to go running into a shithole of unknown enemies and danger. And the 5 of you will be the first ones in.
Yippee!
Yippee!
So now we're hunting a metal beast or several,
Beasts.
of course.
Because I said there's like multiple reports of them, so it's more likely more than just the one. Yeah.
That was
This seems like a
assuming
very, very stupid idea. Just carpet bomb it.
What would putting a carpet over it do?
Cover it up. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
covers
out of
it.
mind.
Covers it up with explosives.
Oh.
The carpet's made of dynamite.
Or
You know,
whatever the
I'm
equivalent
known
is.
to be a carpet muncher myself.
Don't worry, the whole base already knows.
No, see, you prefer hardwood floors. That's completely different. Or laminate.
Or laminate.
I'm saying it's smooth. The carpet does not match the drapes because there is no carpet.
Look, I never gave description. It's technically whatever he wants to be into.
Okay.
Mhm.
The wilderness must be explored.
I mean, I think she's sporting full bush, but you know.
Fucking full Nigel Thornberry on this motherfucker.
Mapping.
Yeah, that happened.
You stray too far away, you might hear Vietnamese randomly.
Jesus fucking Christ. With that, we'll finish today's session.
Hit the machetes!
Oh, I missed my level on Creek where the trees spoke binary.
Welcome back.
Well, look,
Mhm.
Kaiser over here just has to deal with that constantly. He never left the creek.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
true.
The binary is just a part of him now. Literally.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the tree. But for some fucking reason, they speak in Vietnamese.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. You guys had good time.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
this
thank you
beast
for
hunt.
thanks for hosting.
yeah, I get to
Thanks for hosting.
make whole new fucking models again.
I'm sure you'll
Hooray.
enjoy it.
Yippee!
Uh,
Well, new models for most things.
just some things actually. But yes, actually, I know one of you did a mech change, so I'll need a relative design idea so I can do that augmentation. Wolf, yes, you did a machine change, right? Unless you want just the regular default Atlas model.
Big
The
sword.
chainsaw is actually there now.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. We're license level 3, right?
You
Right.
should have all leveled. You all went up one license level last session.
To level
We
3.
should be 3.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Just double checking, because I was confused by someone swapping megs as well.
I mean, you can dumpster an entire license and take a new one each level.
True. I just
Yep.
I never think to do that, because it's like, well, I don't know. I got a build in mind already. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm weird like that, I guess.
Yeah, it's each their own.
I
Yeah.
guess for me, I'm just trying to figure out where I go after I've gotten what I wanted.
So
Double
I'm
down.
looking at going for the
That's-
catalytic hammer, aka the pile bunker.
I mean, I'm hoping that we make it to 6, because then I get to play out Attack on Titan.
I mean,
was-
yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like, if we do, literally the only other change that I can do, because that's when we get the next, like, big major augment or whatever, is I would just change the size from 2 to 3.
I mean, honestly, you could also
Giant wall.
I mean, don't forget, you can technically get exotic equipment.
Mhm.
True.
So, like, there's more out there than just what's blatantly in front of you.
Oh, 100%. Though it's never, obviously something to plan around.
Yeah.
Especially with how much random shit you could throw at us randomly. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Half the reason why I throw random shit at you guys. Maybe you'll take something. Who knows? No one has yet.
I was gonna say, I'm kind
What are you
of
talking
shocked
about?
we
I got
haven't
new
seen-
friends.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen Wolf or Sylvan just take a random weapon off of a corpse yet.
I was
Yeah.
thinking about it for the rotary grenade launcher, but then nah.
If only
And
we
we
could
just
have
kinda
killed
passed
that
it.
that other guy who ran off.
Yeah.
I don't
well.
think we were been allowed his weapon, even though it didn't break.
Well, if you guys had killed him, I wouldn't have. Yeah, you could have done something about that. But,
I tried.
Yeah. No, I get it. I literally designed that fight where, if he was dropped to his last structure and got a turn, he would bail.
He'd run.
What a bitch.
Well, Blackguard has only so many elite troops.
True, they're all on fucking Tembuska still.
Specifically, the 706th division is on the gravity well.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is a different division altogether.
No, 100 entirely makes sense. Yeah.
They are just in the area.
Mm-hmm. As you can tell by the different doctrine they seem to take in combat. But yeah.
I don't know, if we found a Blackbeard, I'd take his grapples, his reinforced cabling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna generally run into more like.
It's fine if we ever
other
run
things.
into our friend again. You could probably barter for something with him. You know.
Mm-hmm. But I presume we get our 2 XP for doing shenanigans.
Yes. Yeah. You each will get your 2 XP for your character progression stuff, your bonds. Also whatever you gained from properly following your bonds and goals.
I don't know what it means when I max out the XP.
You can go to CompCon and select a new ability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get new things.
But it requires a full rest.
Which we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What
I did my background definitely with the training.
I was gonna say, would I get the address challenges with leadership?
Yeah, sure. I'd give that to you.
You organize them.
I'd say it's because you successfully did it. Yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I mean, the training all around went great.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I did notate down the successes and what they do. So
the military has a bit more competency.
It's fine if the fucking rebels can fight half as good as they do now. Imagine what the military
Yeah.
will do. We
it's
won't
like-
be fucking required. We are just gonna be instructed.
Like, if we can make these motherfuckers at least as good as the resistance at fighting, like, CNH is just set.
Mm-hmm.
At this point.
Look, it was just like they were on the ball. They were just on the ball that day. They're fighting for home and country, you know.
You know, they got their cup of coffee that morning.
When you're fighting the last line, you don't buckle.
Yeah.
Well, you hope you don't buckle anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With that, you guys are free to go. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm glad you all
free.
y'all had fun. If you have any questions, I'll probably be in Discord shortly after I finish up the stream here. Yeah, thanks for joining for more Lancer. I will say this chapter has probably 3 more episodes. Take a short break because holidays seem like a great time to take a break around.
Sounds good.
And then if you guys are still feeling it, we'll be continuing beginning of the year.
I like the sound of that.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, I'll see you guys all next week. Thanks for being absolute badasses. Later.
Take it easy.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Thanks for the session.
All right, chat. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for hanging out, being awesome, for joining for another wonderful session of Lancer. I really, really do love running this system and this adventure. Hopefully I can get a solid closing to this chapter in 3 sessions. I should be able to. Things are mostly about where I want them. But yeah. For those who don't know who I am, my name's Hippie. I am a variety caster here on Twitch. You'll catch me here 6 days a week, hanging out, playing games, running Lancer, and all kinds of other things. We do have a focus on indie titles, mixture of first-person shooters, strategy, tactics games, you know it. We've been currently playing through Outer Worlds 2 and some other games as well. And was it next Wednesday, the 19th of November, releases the update for Phantom Brigade, where we will be getting the pilot update, the campaign update, an entire overhaul, bringing 2.0 into our playable hands. And following that, I will be putting out our first YouTube gameplay series based on featuring Phantom Brigade, which is mechs. I realize I literally realize right now the YouTube is just gonna be full of basically Lancer. Because Phantom Brigade is basically Lancer and it's fucking great. So yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, so let me go and drop links for you guys here on Twitch, YouTube. This information will be down in the description of the videos. And again, thank you very much for watching if you have watched this far. And yeah, I don't know, do the comment thing or whatever those YouTube people say, and I will see you guys all next time. Sadly with that, the tavern doors will be closing. Finish drinks, ladies and gentlemen, and until next time, bye-bye!